I spent $25 for a funny looking piece of steel. Why? And did I get my money's worth? Stay tuned. Randall's Adventure and Training. Survival tin? No. This is the Esee fire steel. Comes in this cool little tin. That's what you get. I've added a couple things. You'll see here in a second why. What is this thing? Well, it's a hardened piece of 1095 in this cool little shape with a divot in it. What do they say I can do with this? They say I can strike it with flint, it'll strike a ferro rod, and it's a bow drill bearing block. 3 in 1? Let's try. Ferro rod. The Esee fire steel. I've seen reviews saying this outside edge out here isn't super sharp, and it's not super sharp. The inside edge is, but that seems a little awkward. Let's try the outside edge first. Works for me. The inside edge is probably going to be a little awkward here. Let's feels about the same. This edge, the end. Yeah, it's just, I think that will get it done. Let's scrape some fat wood. It's not as comfortable to use as a knife is, that's for sure. Yeah. Not great at scraping. Let's go a different route here. Yeah, as far as a sharp edge, this Gerber Principal has a much sharper spine than that Esee tool does. I mean, I could fix that on with a file or a belt grinder. See if I can get this pile here. A lot of dirt right here, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. There you go. All right. You'll scrape a ferro rod, get you some good sparks, no problem. Flint. I got my flint. not as comfortable as a typical, that kind of centerpiece right here, that makes it a little tougher. So I'm gonna hold it like this. Usually I'm used to wrapping my fingers through it, but hopefully those are showing up on camera. Oh yeah. This probably ranks as one of my best strikers. I've got some good ones. Let's see what we can do here. I already processed up some jute twine here for this video. A whole lot of tulip poplar bark around, no grasses. I didn't think I had much in the way of resources in this particular location. Hiker walking by. So let's see. Brought some char cloth with me. Should do pretty well. Oh, there we go. Just about to change what I was going to do. Uh-oh. Jute twine's not catching. You know, when you buy jute twine, you just never know what you're going to get sometimes. I'm not going to edit that out. Let's keep trying. Got it that time. There we go. All right, flint striker, check. Now, there's one more thing this thing's got to prove to me. Let's make a bow drill. Wait, I made one last video. Where'd I put it? I'll find it. I got it. If you watched the last video on the Gerber principle, we made this bow drill set out of actually a store-bought piece of basswood. And again, I just didn't want to use the natural resources here. This is a new location. I scouted it for about 20 minutes. Didn't find the exact materials I was hoping to find. So when I came back out, I brought this with me. We batoned it down. It was, I think, a 2-inch by 2-inch block. Didn't split perfect, but it's gonna work. I think the spindle will be just fine. So let's do this. Bring it in first. Got a piece of birch bark down there. Get myself settled in. Had a good burn in. It's a little more centered in the board than I would normally want. And right off the bat, a couple things. It gets hot. Just in that little burn in, it gets hot. And these sharp edges aren't overly comfortable. Should have brought gloves. Alright, I got my notch cut. It's off center. The burn mark's too far in the center of the board. The notch might be too big. But if you try and make the perfect set, you're never going to make a successful set. Alright, let's see. This up. That'll do. Got that cleaned up. No burn mark at all on the bearing block tip. Flattened it out, but it means we're not losing any heat through the top. Getting hot on my hand. so hot on my hand. It cools down fast, but it gets hot really, really fast. Made some dust, not a lot. It just gets so warm. Wish I had a glove. Not sure there's anything around here I can use. Okay, so I'll put it away, I don't know why. The Esee Fire Steel. Thoughts? Wins, fails? I don't know if there's a fail. May have been the material, but I could have gone longer on the bow if my hand just hadn't gotten so hot. And I don't know if you can see the marks in my hand from that steel. That's definitely, you definitely gonna want to wear gloves when you use that thing for a bow drill socket for sure. Thing strikes a ferro rod well. It makes sparks from flint great. When you don't have to find that compromise between a steel and a knife. These steels are typically a little harder than you'd want a normal knife. That's why knives don't do a great job at making sparks. Some do, most don't. So a dedicated fire steel usually works better for that. And that thing is spot on, makes great sparks. So we did flint and steel fire. We made a fire with a ferro rod. And the bow drill, I think this will work just fine as a socket as long as you're wearing gloves. I'm gonna do some more testing, see if I can get another video done with wearing a glove. And we'll start from scratch on new placement on that fireboard. I'll try and use the same fireboard and spindle just for consistency. Beautiful day in the woods, northwestern PA on July 5th. I'll take it. Please like, share, comment on the video, subscribe to my channel, that would be great for me. I appreciate everybody who has, I appreciate all the viewers, subscribers. Get outdoors, enjoy yourself, but remember,